Hey, good morning. Wednesday morning, August 21st. Wow, it's almost Labor Day weekend. It's amazing. It's almost, I got my first marriage was, my first wedding was Labor Day weekend. And that was a while ago. Mhm. And one thing, the only reason I'm mentioning that I just think is interesting is that when my ex remarried his new wife, Sarah. They got married the same day. Their wedding day was the same. Just a little fun fact out there. Fun fact. Good morning. We've got an excellent opportunity for a great day today. Probably a lot of you, your day already started a while ago. Mine started about 5 this morning. Been up, not super productive, but that's okay. I've been trying to really sort of enjoy the morning and enjoy my dogs and enjoy sort of being present and in the moment and seeing how that I can kind of set the tone for my day and see what that looks like. Been doing some readings, been doing just some breathing, coffee, etc. So just so you guys know, I will be in Lexington next week. So that means that I'll be doing groups at 10. I'll be sitting in on group prescribing so I can see everybody and touch base with everybody. That means that I'll be doing the Sovereignty meeting at 3 on Thursday at Beyond Birth, and that's an NA meeting that counts toward any of your recovery activities for the week. Also, when I'm in Lexington, I go to a Monday night women's meeting at 7 o'clock on Tate's Creek in Lexington. I go to, usually I try to get to both, but it depends on if I have transportation or not. There's a 7:30 a.m. women's meeting over on Parker's Mill Road. 7:30 a.m. There's I think an Episcopal church over there. Usually I will go to a 5 o'clock meeting on Wednesday, which is over on UK campus. And then actually I'm coming home Friday evening, so I won't be doing anything there. So if you want to check out any meetings, if you want to see what it's like, if you want to walk into a meeting and know somebody there, I will be going Monday night, Tuesday morning, Wednesday at 5, and Thursday morning. So reach out, holler, send me a text, whatever, and we'll see if we can figure something out. Yeah, I'm just going to go into the reading because I just am. I just am. Okay, this morning's reading is from Keep It Simple, Daily Meditations for 12-Step Beginners. Beauty is not caused, it is. That's a quote from Emily Dickinson. Probably there have been many times when we thought we weren't beautiful. We thought we were ugly. We thought we were bad people. This is a natural part of addiction. Our program tells us we're good, we're beautiful. But do we believe this? Do we accept this part of our program? Beauty is an attitude, just as self-hate is an attitude. We need to keep the attitude that we are beautiful. We owe it to ourselves and to those around us. And yes, it's true that you must love yourself before you can love others. Remember, recovery is a selfish program. We have to love and see ourselves as beautiful before we try to give to others. Prayer for the day. Higher power, help me claim my beauty. Help me to see that sometimes I have to be selfish to grow. Action for today. Today, I'll work with falling in love with myself. This makes me remember in early sobriety going to this women's meeting. I would go to this Friday night women's meeting, and they would say things like, "We'll love you till you can love yourself." And I was like, "Y'all are all old. Y'all gonna be dead before that happens," because my self-hatred runs deep. I'm addicted to it, really and truly. It runs deep. So I'm better. I'm better these days. But you know what I'm really good at is seeing the beauty in others, which I think is what people did to me. Is when I look out at you guys in group or I guess that's mostly when I see you. I just think you are all just amazing, gorgeous, strong. I'm just always amazed at really just how great everybody looks, how everybody starts to carry themselves differently, how they start to kind of speak a little bit differently. And I'm not saying this is all the time. Of course, we fall back into stuff all the time, but it is really fun to watch women grow sort of into themselves. You know, we talk a lot about you sort of stop aging emotionally when your addiction really kind of goes into full gear. And it's fun, you know, so a lot of us kind of wake up as adults and we're still kind of in this teenager mentality. And it's so fun to watch women kind of figure out what they like to wear, what they want to look like, you know, and I know we all experiment and go back and forth and you buy stuff and you're stuck with it, but it's so fun to watch kind of everyone evolve and just become more comfortable with themselves and more comfortable in their own skin. And I think that's something that really is such a gift. You hear a lot about the light coming back on in people's eyes, and that's so true. You know, that's just really once people even start to look up and not look at the ground all the time, you can see their eyes. Then that part is really fun too. And watching people parent and watching people develop friendships and relationships with other women around at the center and other women in recovery, and you know, tell each other how great they look and tell each other how great their kids are doing, and you know, that stuff that I just wasn't able to do for a long time because I just was so jealous, and I thought, well, if they look nice and I'm not going to be able to look nice, and it was this competition, and it was always, and it's so nice to let go of that, that's not how it works anymore. And by really being able to build each other up and really being able to see that beauty in others and maybe some days catch a glimpse of it in ourselves. But I think that's why we surround ourselves with people who will tell us the truth, you know, positive or negative. And I think that that's so important because, you know, I didn't really have a lot modeled for me of how to act or how to behave or how gracious women did things. You know, this talks about we have to be selfish and taking time for our recovery, taking time to do things that is important to us. And that's such a hard balance too. So much of this is just growing up and figuring this stuff out. And, you know, you got to make mistakes to figure it out. So you might be a little too selfish in a not so hot area, but you're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it all out. And that's the great thing. We get to figure it all out together. And when you get to be around positive, healthy women, you get to see some behaviors modeled that you want to, you know, take on. You see women who you meet and think, golly, wow, they're really a cool grown up. Like, I'd like to be like that. So, and as always, you see people who you don't want to be like, and that's a great learning opportunity as well. So many really positive, strong, beautiful women to have as mentors and have as role models. And you guys are growing into that too. You know, you're going to play that role for other women coming into our program. Your story is going to be so powerful to them and so meaningful to them. And that is really a great thing to watch. So wherever you are, it's exactly perfect. It's wherever you're supposed to be right here, right now. And speaking of right here, right now, let's look at the NA basic text, page 99. Just a great reading to get our day started off on a good foot. Okay. We live a day at a time, but also from moment to moment. When we stop living in the here and now, our problems become magnified unreasonably. Patience isn't a strong point with us. That's why we need our sayings and our support folks in recovery to remind us to live our program of recovery just for today. Tell yourself, just for today, my thoughts will be on my recovery, living and enjoying life without the use of drugs and alcohol. Just for today, I'll have faith in someone in recovery who believes in me and wants to help me in my recovery. Just for today, I'll have a program of recovery. I will try to follow it to the best of my ability. Just for today, through recovery, I will try to get a better perspective on my life. Just for today, I will be unafraid. My thoughts will be on my new associations, people who are not using drugs and alcohol and who have found a new way of life. So long as I follow that way, I have nothing to fear. We can do this. We've got this. You're not alone. Reach out. We'll get through this Wednesday, and then we'll see what Thursday has in store for us. So we'll go ahead and let's close out with the wee version of the Serenity Prayer. It's a nice reminder. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today. Amen. Have a great Wednesday. Reach out. I'm here for you. And I'll talk to you guys soon. You're awesome. You're amazing. We do this journey together.